Good evening. At this time, we're going to ask you to stand for the processional, which will be followed by the presentation of colors, followed by the national anthem and the invocation.
Good evening, everyone. Before I give the prayer, I just wanted to address these guys because I'm going to have to roll out as soon as I'm done. But gentlemen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of every step that you've made throughout this academy. Seeing you all improve, and I really look forward to watching each and every one of you succeed in your organizations and to hopefully come back and see us one day. All right, let us pray. Gracious Heavenly Father, we ask you to join us tonight. We ask you to come in this room, be with us, be with our families, be with our friends, our support staff. Lord, we just ask you to guide and direct these gentlemen as they move forward with their careers. Keep them safe, bring them home, and again, most importantly, to their families, help them understand the struggles and the challenges that these guys are going to face, and that they will need you for their support. And everything we do is in your name. Amen. NBC.
Well, a while back I stopped saying good evening because days like this, evenings like this are too important for that. So great evening to y'all. My name's Hunnicutt, and I have the honor of serving as the 5th president of this incredible institution. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and students of Nash Community College, welcome to campus tonight for an incredible event. We hope when you leave here, you'll take advantage and drive around campus a little bit and look, because it's an incredibly pretty, beautiful campus, and take advantage of that. A special guest in the audience with us tonight, she's going to be mad that I point her out. One of my bosses is Trustee Natalie Brooks is sitting here with us tonight. We're so appreciative that she would come and join us. We love when the Board of Trustees get involved with an event like this. So graduates, cadets, congratulations on what you're accomplishing tonight. Thank you so much for choosing Nash Community College to be part of your journey. And remember, you're a Nighthawk now, and you forever will be. You can't get away from us very easily. So with that, I'll say congratulations and turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Hunnicutt. These students have just completed a 19-week intense training academy. Mr. Kearney and I couldn't be prouder. They were told at the very first meeting that it would be tough physically. They were also told it would be tougher mentally. How could it be tough mentally? This academy is designed to mirror working at a fire department. This group bonded together and will always be linked to one another as family. And like every family, there's always a certain level of dysfunction. We start with an aggressive learning process the very first week. There are 37 chapters in their textbook. Subjects from the history of the fire service to CPR, ropes and knots, ladders, ventilation, personal protective equipment, search and survival, building construction, fire behavior, how to handle a fire hose, vehicle extrication, mayday, and hazardous materials. Additionally, traffic incident management system, rapid intervention crew, and emergency medical care. They're tested on each subject. Starting with the second week, we begin at 6 a.m. with a challenging physical training program. We're preparing their bodies for the training challenges that are to come. They work out for an hour and a half, then they shower and clean the bathrooms. That's right. Moms, dads, spouses, they know how to clean bathrooms. They must be in the classroom by 8 o'clock, ready to start class. Then, in week 8, PPE, the first of the 2 big hurdles in the academy. We all learn a lot about the students that week. I think we're all claustrophobic at some level. If you're not sure if you are, we'll find out over the course of the next 2 weeks. They're taught how to negotiate their way through tight places and entanglements while wearing all of their gear. When we begin, they're able to see. Then we remove their sight, and they have to feel their way. Why would we do that? In a smoke-filled environment, you're not able to see. You must remain calm, oriented, and aware of your surroundings. It becomes very mental at this point. After PPE, search and survival, the second of the big hurdles, very physical and mentally taxing. Then they're taught to handle fire hose and how to attack a fire. And this year, for the first time, we allowed them to experience what a 24-hour shift at the firehouse would entail. Tuesday morning, they were here at 7:30. They checked out the vehicles that were provided for us. We have a brush truck, and the City of Rocky Mount Fire Department allowed us to use one of their fire trucks, and they checked the equipment to make sure it was in good working order and in place. And then they did their exercise, they showered, got in uniform, cleaned the building, we ate breakfast. They started doing their daily chores and activities, and 11 a.m., they had an EMS call. They were dispatched to an EMS call. And I would just like to say thank you to the rest of our department. The paramedic class partnered with us in this and provided role players and assistants during these drills. So they were dispatched to someone with chest pains, which actually turned into a working code. We didn't work the code on a live patient. We had a mannequin for that, in case you're wondering. And so they had to do CPR for 10 to 15 minutes, package the patient, load the patient, put them on an ambulance, and away they went. They came back to the station, and the other crew was there, and they conversed about what they had just done. We had lunch. At 1 o'clock, we began training. We were doing some ropes and knots and some hose handling. And at 3 p.m., we had another EMS call for the other group. That was another medical emergency that turned into a working code, and they had to do CPR and package the patient, load the patient, and away they went. 4 o'clock, 4:15, we went to the grocery store and we bought supper. Maybe they didn't know how to do that before, but now they've got a taste of it. So we get back to the station, we cook supper, we split the cost amongst the 8 of us that were there, and then we cleaned the dishes, and then we had discretionary time. We were playing cornhole until 7 p.m. when we had an activated fire alarm at the S&T building over here. And we all had radios, so we were able to communicate and dispatch. So they showed up over there and found the person that was on scene, and it was a false alarm, thank goodness. And so they come back to the station. We had more discretionary time. I'm not sure when the last one went to sleep, but at 5 a.m. they got dispatched to a structure fire. We had started a fire across the street at the training grounds. So again, thank you to our PR department and Isaac Anderson and Catherine Ingracia and KJ that are all here tonight. Thank you even for being here tonight to further assist us with what we try to do here. And then we had live burn instructors come in at 4 a.m. to set up the fire and light it. We dispatched them, they came over, they had to hook up to a fire hydrant, pull the hose off the truck, put the fire out, disinfect their air packs, clean the hose, repack the truck, come back. This was all done prior to 7 o'clock, and then they had to take another shower, get dressed again, and then they went home. Their shift was over. But they got a good taste of what a day at the firehouse could entail. They had some EMS calls, they had an activated alarm, and they had a structure fire. So this was the first time we had done it, and I'm so tickled with the way it turned out. It far exceeded what our expectations were when we first started talking about it. And now they're ready for tonight. I'm sure there were points during the academy they thought this night would never get here. And now they're ready for me to be quiet so they can go home. So I just want to say well done. We're proud of you. And look forward to see how you progress in your careers. So thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here with us today. Your support is beyond words. I also want to thank our families and loved ones and our instructors who went straight to training us after they got done with their shift. Thank you, that means a lot. We got a lot of knowledge and good wisdom out of you guys, and it means a lot, and I hope to carry that going on with our careers. Today is a special day. For us, we dreamed of being here. My name is Erik Guzman, or as the class likes to call me, Goose. Or Spivey. All joking aside, I was honored and privileged to be their battalion chief during our training. My first day in the academy, I didn't have a clue about fire, but these young men, however, had a volunteer experience and quickly took me under their wing. I may be the oldest, guys, but I always felt like the little brother and family. That's something I'm never going to forget. We quickly got along together and bonded even more through the difficult training of search. And I know it was rough because we actually had a quiet lunch for once. But also we had fun times like fire control, where we all fought for the nozzle. The academy taught us through discipline and support and dedication to our goals that we can get through anything. Or we can use the medulla oblongata, as Chief Joyner always says. I think I pronounced that right. I'd like to thank our special guest for being here with us tonight, Mr. Tony Bailey. He's a 31-year veteran of the fire service. He began his career with the fire service in '92 with Momar Volunteer Fire and Rescue. He served 11 years in every capacity from lieutenant to chief. In '98, his paid career began with the town of Nashville, where he served 12 years as an engineer, shift lieutenant, and captain. He continues to serve us as Deputy State Fire Marshal of Fire and Rescue Services, Rating and Inspection Supervisor with the North Carolina Office of State Fire Marshal. That's a mouthful. He is also a fellow graduate of Nash Community College with an Associate's in Emergency Preparedness Technology. He's also a graduate from the University of North Carolina, Charlotte's Fire and Rescue Management Institute. He has been married to his lovely wife, Mandy, for 30 years and has 2 sons, Matthew and Daniel. Again, thank you all for being here with us tonight. It means a lot. These guys went through a lot. I went through a lot, but like I said, we all bonded like brothers. I would like to give the stand now to Mr. Tony Bailey. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Faculty, staff, fire service professionals, cadets, and families, it's a distinct honor and privilege for me to be here tonight as your guest speaker. Tonight, you embark on the most prestigious moment in your lives as you graduate from the Fire Academy here at Nash Community College. With this moment comes great responsibility, honor, care, commitment, and professionalism. From tonight on, you're held at a higher standard than everyone else as the public expects it. Your training up to this point tonight has prepared you to enter what I feel is the best and most elite job in the world, that of being a firefighter. The instructors of your academy, many of which are great friends of mine, have mentored you, corrected you, acknowledged your strengths and weaknesses, and shared their knowledge with you every day to paint a picture of what the fire service holds for each of you. I want to give a special thanks to all the instructors that are in this room tonight that played a part in their journey as each of you have traveled to arrive here tonight. As each of you enter this calling as a firefighter, it brings much joy to your lives along with your families and loved ones who are so very proud of you. But with this calling also comes great danger. Hazards that firefighters that have come before you have never faced. Domestic violence, lightweight building construction, plastics, which produce superheated gases, and electric vehicles and applications with lithium-ion batteries, just to name a few of the new hazards that you guys will face in your career. Your knowledge base must be broad and detailed, and learning must occur daily. This must become a routine part of every day for each of you. This will not all come from your company officer. Much of it will come from your own personal commitment to continue your education through degree programs, seminars, reading, and utilizing any means possible to strengthen and advance your knowledge base. Broadening your knowledge base will mold you into the firefighter, engineer, or company officer that you desire to be and aid you in making life-saving decisions for you as a firefighter as well as the citizens you serve. Retired Chief Charlie Dixon of the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire said it best. Firefighting's not football, guys. We don't get a timeout. Think about that for a second. Things come fast, right? We don't get a timeout. So we must always be prepared, because when the alarm sounds, it's gravely serious. Somebody's having their worst day of their life when that alarm sounds. In closing, I want to mention just some traits that I feel are of the utmost importance to you in both your personal and professional lives. First is attitude. Always have a positive attitude. If you wake up with a negative attitude, it affects you, your family, your crew. Make the best of each day. We're blessed each day to have our day where we wake up, our feet are above the ground, and we're on the floor. Honesty. Always be honest regardless of the circumstances or how bad they are. Telling a lie makes things worse. Integrity. Always do things right even when no one else is looking. Professionalism. Always be professional in everything you do in life, and remember, you represent yourself as well as the uniform of your department in which you serve. Wear it with pride. Conscience. Always have a good conscience every day in every decision you make, regardless of the circumstances that may be. Always have that good conscience. You should all have the ability to lie down each night knowing you can live with the decisions you made and that those decisions were giving your best effort in life. That is the best we can do. Always be able to look in the mirror, do a self-assessment of yourself, your performance. If you need to change, make that change for the better. And you'll know that. When you look in the mirror and you do that self-assessment, you'll know, hey, do I need to make a change in my life? Am I doing things right? I thank you all for the opportunity you've given me to share some words of wisdom tonight in the fire service. May God bless each of you and your families as you enter this very important chapter in your life, and may He watch over you and protect you every day. Thank you.
In the words of Dr. Hunnicutt, great evening. I am Willie Kearney. I'm the one who coordinated all this stuff with these guys. You probably heard my name many a days and many a nights. I hope it was good stuff that you heard, and if it was bad, it wasn't me. I'm here to do our favorite part of the whole ceremony, and that's to celebrate right now these young men. And without further ado, we will begin. Dakota Clark is our first candidate for graduation. Dakota Clark is from Freeman, Virginia. He is employed by the Roanoke Rapids Fire Department. He is being pinned on by his mother, Crystal Clark. Miss Crystal, if you don't mind, you walk right up these steps right here and come on see your son. We present to you tonight Dakota Clark, Firefighter. Our next candidate for graduation tonight will be Mr. Erik Guzman. Erik Guzman is from Pilot, North Carolina. He is employed by the City of Rocky Mount Fire Department, and he will be pinned on by his wife, Viviana Guzman. I present to you tonight Erik Guzman, Firefighter. Our next candidate for graduation tonight will be Mr. Jacob Napier. Jacob Napier is from Lewisburg, North Carolina. He is currently unemployed. Napier is being pinned on by his girlfriend, Ms. Erin Haig. I present to you all Jacob Napier, firefighter. Our next candidate for graduation tonight is Mr. Charles Race. Charles Race is from Selma, North Carolina. He's being pinned on tonight by his grandfather, Jim Fritchman. Race is currently employed by the City of Rocky Mount Fire Department. I present to you Charles Race, firefighter. And last but not least, we have Mr. Taylor Ratoski. Taylor Ratoski is from Wake Forest, North Carolina. He's employed by the City of Rocky Mount Fire Department. He will be pinned on tonight by his mother, Shelley Ratoski. I present to you Taylor Ratoski, firefighter. And if y'all don't mind, let's give a great big round of applause for all of them. As Mr. Parks already expressed, there's a lot of hard work that goes into this fire academy. And it would be nice if just getting your badge and calling you firefighter was award enough, but we have some extra awards that we would like to give to these young men. We're gonna start off with the first award, which is the academic award. And I'm gonna read to you exactly what the academic award is before we tell you who the candidate is. The academic award is awarded to the student with the highest academic average. Each student's written test scores will be averaged cumulatively during the academy. This average will be used to determine the student who will receive this award. Now, on purpose, throughout the academy, we did not tell them what their average is. So none of them know who actually won this award. It was a tight race. No pun intended, race. And after this commercial break, we will tell you the winner of the academic award for class 020623 will be Taylor Ratoski with an average of 88.7. Our next award is called the Flame Award. The Flame Award is awarded to the student with the most outstanding based upon overall accomplishments. This award recipient is determined by the majority vote from all the students in the academy. When casting votes for this honor, the students should consider the level of teamwork, fellowship, enthusiasm, and cooperation demonstrated by all the members of the academy. Tonight, we would like to give this award to, and this award was not given, it was definitely earned, to our firefighter, Erik Guzman. Our final award for tonight is the Award for Instructional Excellence. And without our instructors, we could not accomplish what we do in this fire academy. I would definitely take all my instructors, every last one of you, whether you're in this room or not, and I will put you up against anybody else in the state. We have some of the best instructors probably on the planet working right here at Nash Community College. If y'all don't mind, give it up for my instructors real quick. It takes a lot of sacrifice, dedication, and time that the instructors put into some of this stuff that they do with our students. And they really give them realistic and good training. It is solid, and we are training quality recruits that are getting ready to get on these fire trucks in just weeks from now. Tonight, well, let me read you the award, Instructional Award for Excellence. This is voted on by the class and is awarded to the instructor that the class feels was the most influential throughout training. To be considered for this award, the instructor must be approachable and easy to talk to. They should serve as a mentor and a motivator to the class, display a strong dedication to training, and their class must expand on the materials found in the textbook. This will be awarded to two instructors. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry for that. This will be awarded to one instructor. Our award for instructional excellence will be given to Instructor Tyler Jenkins. Real quick notes on Tyler Jenkins. He is one of the lead instructors for one of the hardest portions of our training. He always catches the bad vibe because he's got to be the hard one. So it's always amazing if he can win this award because most people are scared of him. But he's a big teddy bear. Don't tell everybody though, especially the next academy. Can we have one more round of applause, please, for our award winners? Oh, I've got one more. It is always awesome when we know that all of our recruits have attained jobs. And so tonight, the City of Rocky Mount would like to offer Mr. Jacob Napier a conditional offer for a job. Come forward, Jacob. So now he's not only a firefighter, but he's got a job.
At this time, the class is about to retire their guidon. After they retire the guidon, you can hoot and holler till the roof comes up. And we have refreshments in the rear. Please hang around, take all the pictures you want, socialize, congratulate these 5. And we're very proud of your accomplishments. So, class 020623, attention. BC, retire your guidon. Class 020623, dismiss.